Hella, hella, ya hababis. So we start with a costly apology, episode 5, Dubai Bling, review and recap. So it comes out that we stopped at Lujain and Jawan fighting and Farhana in the middle of it. And Lujain admits that, yeah, she heard it on purpose because she felt hurt. Honestly, I'm just shocked and dumbfounded. She literally was lying through episode 1 to 4. First, she didn't know her. First, they were social. Then now they're like mother and sister. And then now admits, yeah, I did hurt her. I did it on purpose because she went out with someone I liked. And then Farhana confirms to her, says she did not go out with that guy. They were friends. She's like, I don't care. I did it to hurt her. What? Are we in like kindergarten? Are you in fifth grade? Why would you do that to someone you consider like your sister, your mother? No matter what. Why wouldn't you just go and talk to them and be like, hey, you hurt me. Why did you do this? Get the full story. I am so surprised. And I am actually a little bit more surprised of Farhana's hypocrisy of how she's like, oh, you guys always gossip about people and come to find out she is the one who told Joanna that Lujane did it on purpose. What? How? When? Why, Farhana? Why? Also, I just want to put it out there. Why is my husband going to a spiritual retreat uh, by himself without me? I don't understand. Why can't I come along? What is the story with Dunia and DJ Bliss? I just don't get it. It's so weird to me. And guys, he writes her a letter while traveling, which is nut job because how you gonna write me a letter? You're going for a retreat. I can't even talk to you. I can't even give my 2 cents on the letter. And talked about how he was debating going on with the relationship last year. And if you guys watched last year, he was really flirting heavily with Lujane, LJ. So for him to even try to say that to her and for her to be like, oh, he was even thinking that, I am kind of surprised and taken back of how people don't reflect in their relationships. It's literally on video, people. Like, I don't understand. This could have been such a cute moment, but I felt like he took a moment to just kind of bash their relationship, which I didn't like it. I thought I could see she took it differently, but I honestly did not like it at all. Then we get to see Ibrahim with Dania. I feel just so sorry for Dania that she is business partner with Ibrahim. He is terrible, terrible. He's a terror. He's literally a terror. He's literally trying to dictate when she comes and not to be late, like treating her as if she's a child. And she is so cute and adorable. She's like, you know what? I'm taking steps to be better and not to be late. I have two watches. One is 30 minutes earlier, one is 30 minutes late. Like, I love her, but honestly, she needs to be a little more stronger with him because he will never take her serious. He is terrible to have a business with. He's so fickle and it's ridiculous. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I know they still have the cafe, but if I was Dania, I would be very, very strategic and smart and try to buy him out because the way he is going about it, it's honestly, he is not her friend. Like his intentions and just the way that now it's like she's an employee when she's actually a co-owner. So I think she needs to be either be smart about it and just get out or be smart about it and try to get him out because he does have other businesses. So I think she needs to be smart about it, draw up papers because he's just too unpredictable, to be honest with you. I'm so surprised that LJ can lie with a straight face. Like her face does not move and she can be lying. So model Rose asks her about the big fight her and Joanna had when they were doing the measurements for the dresses for the runway show. And she's like, oh no, nothing happened. No, nothing, nothing. which I understand in a way, but just it gets me, because I'm like, wow, like how you could just lie. She could have just said, listen, I don't want to talk about it. But why say nothing happened? It was like so obvious something huge was happening. It was very obvious, right? So I like Model Rose, like she had, the balls to ask her, but at the same time, it's none of her business, right? She's being nosy. But I was kind of surprised and taken aback how much like Eugene could just lie like that. So, guys, we get to see the Dubai Fashion Week. I guess is a big thing now in Dubai and the fashion. I really did not enjoy the fashion, but then again, that's not my line. I don't really know anything about fashion, but high fashion is just weird and awkward. Everybody came in dressed very strange. To me, I didn't like anybody's outfit, to be honest. But and then here we go seeing Dania with LJ at Karak Inc., the coffee shop that her husband left her or allowed her to operate, which I still cannot understand why I am married to you, I have two kids with you, and I'm not part of your business. Like, it just baffles my mind, you guys. I don't understand it. Anyway, here is her with LJ, the girl that was flirting very heavily, and her husband was flirting with her as well last season. And it's like they're trying to pull one over us, like that it didn't happen, it's not right. So here she is taking advice from a woman who's not even married. Like, the joke of it all. And then here goes LJ. Oh, I can be friends with whoever I want. Joanna cannot control me. And I don't understand the gravity of what she's saying if it's like registering to her. If somebody you called your mom and your sister and your loved one, why would you go and betray them for with their ex? That's not good. You wouldn't do that to your mother. You wouldn't do that to your sister. You wouldn't do that to your blood. And if you're calling her that, why would you betray her like that? Like, I don't agree with LJ in this point at all. Oh my God. Then they go to the skydive Dubai. Oh, this looked amazing. It's Model Rose, Vina, and Muna. And of course, Muna runs away. And I don't know what she's wearing. Her outfit is horrible. But that was such a nice little screen time. See, this is the more I want to see them going and exploring Dubai destinations and having fun together, not just drama. Like I'm over the drama. I want the funness and the beauty of the city they live in. Oh my God, the tension in Mona's photo shoot is ridiculous. You could cut it with a knife. Mona, she is such a sweetheart. She's so unproblematic. She's not with the drama. She's literally here just trying to promote her fragrance. She does not want to be part of the mess, and I do not blame her. She's trying to build an empire, not trying to crumble her reputation. So Joanna and LJ still have an issue with each other. Ibrahim and Zaina still have an issue with each other, and everybody else is just floating around. But the photo shoot and the atmosphere was really beautiful. I love the way that Mona did that. The most funniest part was when the photographer was asking LJ to sit next to what's her name, Joanna, to sit next to LJ, and Joanna outright refuses. And you could just see Mona wants to like just cry and leave, like just leave the whole room. She's like, oh my God, I don't want any drama. But it was so funny. And then Lou Jane's like, oh, she's trying to push me out of this group. Girl, she has. We haven't seen you. You've been running away from the group since she has come on, instead of just head on like approaching the situation. Silly, to be honest. And then of course we have Ibrahim and coming to Zaina about her trademark and saying he's going to give her a trademark. However, Hannah, her husband, has to say sorry to him. He was just as disrespectful to Hannah as he was vice versa. They both need to apologize to each other. But why does that, something you already promised, you said you would give her back her trademark, has a tie in with her husband? Like, well, how so childish of Ibrahim? I'm really disappointed in him. And guys, I didn't even notice Mahira is not in the shoot at all. She's like not there. And I didn't even notice she wasn't even in several scenes. Honestly, she brings nothing to the show. Like, she brings nothing. That concludes episode 5. a costly apology, obviously talking about Ebraheem and his craziness, thinking that he's going back on his word, something he promised he would give Zaina, and now tying it in with the friction he has with her husband, which is extremely childish and unmature. You're a man, man up. You promised you would give it to her, transfer it. Do not go back on your word. It shows you in a light very poorly. That is my highlight and takeaway from this episode. I'm hoping the next couple of more episodes get lighter and fun and happiness. So, yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.